Omar, keep my yup count.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Assalamualaikum everybody, welcome to League Report where we give you the ins and outs of the league. Zubair भाई कुछ लिख रहे हैं हमारे लिए, पता नहीं क्या लिख रहे हैं, but week 3 बहुत exciting था. I hope you guys caught that Mamba Triple S game. Oof, what a game.
That is a good shot by Gary. Let's see if Timmy can return the favor. Steps back, jumper.
That's a quarter ending.
Extremely exciting environment. It is truly, Ans says it a lot. You got to be there, guys.
Yeah.
If some of you have access and means to come watch some games, come watch some games. Or
Live.
definitely watch the stream because the games are starting to get intense. I told you guys early in the first episode, second episode, that things would pick up, and they have. They really,
For sure.
guys. There was a period in the Triple S Mambas game where I stepped away from commentary to become a fan. And I'm a guy who watches basketball, little kids playing 10 hours a day, and I'm still enjoying so much of the game that I put someone else on commentary and then just started screaming and bothering Uns while he was doing commentary because Kenny's going crazy, Timmy's going crazy. I gotta go crazy with them, guys.
बिल्कुल ऐसी था. It was an unexpected turn of events. I think going in, everybody was saying कि Mambas are gonna come out on top. I was the only one, guys. Triple S, याद रखना. I believed in you when you were nothing. I believed in you. तो मैंने bet लगाई 2-3 लोगों के साथ कि Triple S जीतेगी. And they somehow came up with the win. Magic happened on the court.
Magic did not happen. Timmy happened, okay?
Timothy is a bad man, as you all know him.
Taimur Malik.
उसकी highlights popular हो रही हैं आजकल. Cute boy with the mean face. He's just
He had that
unreal.
cold-blooded Kobe face, bro.
बिल्कुल
When he
ऐसी
was
है.
going, he
let's-
had that look.
Well, let's start from the beginning. शुरू में Mambas took an early lead.
Yes.
So their points
Featuring Noman.
were Noman
Free
played
throw line
next-
jumper, mid-range jumper, crisp.
He made 4 of 4 or 5 of 5 straight.
On fire. man.
On fire. Straight
fire.
आते ही 5 of 5 shooting. बिल्कुल Noman ऐसे लग रहा था.
Rebounding, running
Yeah.
the floor, clearly having a hot game.
Player of the game early. Zubair भाई ने कहा Noman is the player of the game. पहले क्वार्टर में ही हो गया था. Decide सारा लग रहा था. He
But
was
in
going-
classic Mambas fashion, y'all went away from the hot hand.
I mean they started relying too much on their jumpers. बहुत ज़्यादा jumper ले रहे थे. Free throws शुरू में सबके जा रहे थे.
Off balance.
लेकिन सबके जा रहे थे तब. Noman
At
मार
that
रहा था.
time.
Kenneth
Saad.
was going Saad. Ammar Shamoil made some.
Yes.
Mustafa made some even. Everybody was. Ramesh made them. Everybody was making them. And Triple S, on the other hand, couldn't get their shot to go in the beginning. And they were being very heavily guarded. They couldn't.
But they were
find
hanging
the-
on. They kept the game close.
Yeah.
Zayn got a couple buckets.
Yeah.
Nakash, I believe, came into the second
Yeah.
quarter. He got some buckets.
बिल्कुल.
Timmy slowly got it going.
Yeah.
But man, when Timmy
Nihal, we should talk about Nihal pehle. Nihal.
Okay, yes. So Nahal, before the game,
Before
the
the-
conversation I had with Nahal, I said the day that you smile for 1 second on the court, because he's another guy I mentioned, C2, Maz Zubairi's teammate, Maz, that he plays very angry. And Nahal is another guy who plays super angry. It works for some, not for all. I said, if you smile today, you'll dominate.
Yeah.
He gave me one smile before the game, and he dominated.
He played.
How many rebounds did he have?
I don't know.
20 plus?
29, almost 20 something close to that.
15 plus
15
rebounds.
plus.
Like
And-
he came out to ball.
And he didn't foul out for the first. I've never seen Nihal play an entire
A
game.
smile goes a long way, guys.
There you have it. Coach Zubair ki saying hai, smile goes a long way. Bas. He did a lot that game. If he plays the whole game, he can have an impact. Ye nazar aaya hame. And he did get into foul trouble, but he didn't commit those silly fouls he usually does and goes out, sits out on the bench. And he was supported उसके साथ ही from Timmy.
Yes.
एकदम से Timmy caught fire. I don't know when. पहले क्वार्टर में वैसे he showed glimpses of little embers. उसने जलाने की कोशिश की. And आहिस्ता आहिस्ता he started catching fire. और फिर टिमी वर्सेस केनेथ का शो
The
हो गया
Timmy
था
versus Kenny show. I'm
वो
sure
तो
the
बस।
highlights are playing alongside, guys.
उस वक्त तो हम
Mano
उठ
y
गए
mano.
थे, हम कुर्सी से उठ गए थे, हम बस हो गए थे क्या हो रहा
We
है
became fans.
बस।
We became fans. Now, the cool thing about what Timmy's doing now, Karachi basketball knows that Timmy is a good player.
Yeah.
So Timmy is now getting defended usually by the best player on the other team. When he gets going, he's defended by two people.
Yeah.
Watch the highlights that are playing alongside. He's making shots on multiple guys.
Yeah.
He's now doing dribble moves into
Yeah.
his shot.
He's
becoming a guy that it's just becoming hard to guard him when he gets going.
Step back, side steps, running. एक तो he also the other thing about him is he's not a spot up shooter. वो
He's slashing.
Slashing
Yo,
all
when he
the
drives
time.
the left side,
Yeah.
that is a tough cover.
and he's on one side of the three you'll be like Timmy इधर खड़ा हुआ है, I got him, और एकदम से वो गायब होके दूसरी साइड पे relocate होके उधर open
And then the
खड़ा है।
release,
हाँ
less
इतना
than a
जल्दी है,
second.
yes,
Less than a second.
if you leave him for a second वो गायब है, and he made them pay. Mambas, although they
I have to
obviously
applaud Kenny's effort.
Yeah.
He made a lot of
Yeah.
tough shots. He
Yeah.
tried to keep his team in it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's a 5
And-
versus 5 game.
yeah.
And guys like Hamza Najib coming
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
in, clutch layups.
Oh,
Guys,
yes.
pretty much the highlight of the week, man. Nakash off the
Nakash
glass to
off the
himself. Shaq Daddy, bro. That was big time. Flashes of Tracy
Shout out.
McGrady, flashes of Vince Carter.
Shout out Shubham
But
Shikri.
nothing quite like Nakash's play.
That's his funny.
That trumps all of them to me. guys.
बिल्कुल that we
Because here's the funny part about Nakash is off the glass. Usually guys throw it gently off
Yeah,
the glass.
he
'cause
just hammered it.
Nakash threw it off the glass like he was trying to break the glass and then caught it
Yeah.
off the glass again.
Yeah,
Guys, that was a very fun play. And
Yeah.
another thing I'll tell you, always have fun playing this
Yeah.
game. When someone has their moment, even if they're not your best friend or whatever,
Yeah.
man, enjoy the moment, guys. This is why we play the game.
Yeah.
Thank you for that moment, Nakash.
So in the end, Triple S won.
They've never beat Mambas before.
They've never beaten Mambas. So history was made, and a lot of chitter chatter was going in the group. You know, okay.
To me, Triple S, after that performance, you should be considered a contender. That's coming from me. I don't care who disagrees. In my eyes, you're a contender. We play you guys this Sunday. We're taking you very seriously, man, because you have earned that. And you should be viewed that way now.
Timmy, आप बच के नहीं, आपको कोई खाली छोड़ेगा नहीं, बस इतना सही है। ख्याल रखें अपना आप बस अब आपको कोई खाली जगह नहीं मिलेगी, स्पेशली जो आपने मामस के साथ किया है। एंड आप जो मामस का गेम प्लान होगा उन्होंने आपको नहीं दी होगी, लेकिन अब आपको बिल्कुल पकड़ के खेलेंगे, आपकी जर्सी उनके हाथ में होगी और आपके साथ खेलेंगे वो सारी गेम।
Reggie Miller treatment, Ray
बिल्कुल,
Allen treatment.
बिल्कुल ऐसे।
The last thought on that game, Uns, is Mamba's internal drama, man.
Yeah.
Will it ever stop?
I
Because
mean-
because internal drama at times is good when it leads to growth
Yeah.
and better play. When you are flaming out a teammate for pretty much not a legitimate reason, and you're doing it multiple times in the game to the point where the commentators can hear,
Yeah.
the fans can hear,
It was ugly.
the other team can hear, referees feel it, everybody feels it. It doesn't help.
I mean, the aggression is good. I like aggression.
Yeah.
If it stays indoors, na, मतलब it,
You like aggression, Uns?
I love aggression.
Since when? Cue all the clips. Yo, cue all the clips.
Please don't.
He likes aggression.
But if it stays indoors, कि आप मतलब controlled aggression है कि आप बाहर नहीं
Towards
निकल
your
रहा-
teammates.
हाँ,
Towards your teammates.
मतलब आप एक controlled environment में एक focused चीज के लिए कर रहे हैं, एक play के लिए और मतलब आप channel करने के लिए, like आप अपने teammates को push करने के लिए कर रहे हैं, it's fine.
Yeah.
लेकिन what happened was not pretty. Multiple fights, मतलब एक
Guys, I saw
एक ही play पे भी
literally
नहीं थी।
3 possessions
Yeah.
by Mambas wasted
Yeah.
because they were arguing with each other.
Yeah.
Mambas is arguably in the league might be one of the most talented teams,
For
if
sure.
not the most talented if you
Talented
take
तो for
individual
sure है,
talent.
बिल्कुल.
But individual talent, if people are fighting and throwing their bows and arrows at each other, hand-to-hand combat, basically with words,
And they were missing Savage. Samir उनका captain नहीं था. Hopefully,
three-point shooting would really help spread the floor.
And his calm presence maybe would have helped.
Best
थोड़ा सा-
matchup of the year so far?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Best matchup of the year so far.
Let's hope Mambas recovers from it and provides some more entertaining games. Speaking of अगला हम देखें तो
From C2?
C2 में
C2, man.
great upset हुआ
The
है.
division the fans love and all the college kids love, guys.
yeah.
We are at talking about C2 now.
C2 बस
Which game?
एक upset हुआ है, very इंतहा का upset हुआ है. आपने कॉल की थी ये रोनिन्स your favorite to come out of the C2, but
Big lead.
big lead.
Yeah. What were they doing well in the first half to build this lead? Who is the guy?
I mean, Zubair bhai शुरू से अच्छा खास खेल नहीं रहे थे. उनकी टर्नओवर्स बहुत दिए इन्होंने, मोरोनिन्स ने. Maz turned it over a lot. Our producer Maz. We were very sad to see.
Throwing Mozzie under the bus.
I mean,
hopefully it's a magic school bus.
Yes, it has to take it. Ab hua to hua. But it wasn't all Maz. It was a lot of his bigs not finding enough room underneath, not playing physical.
But they were still winning even with this happening.
I don't think they were in the lead. They were down the whole game, and they were feeling that pressure. They couldn't really crack the lead. They tried to make a run, and someone from the other team would answer. Hamza Javed would go off. Hamza Javed, you know how he shoots. He's just a mid-range killer. Shiroz himself, he played starting center. Big boy center खेला. उसने कहा मेरा center नहीं आया, कोई बात नहीं. I'll fill in. Full Magic Johnson काम center खेला उसने. He played decently well, I think. He contested a lot of shots from the Ronin's bigs, and he played really physical with them and didn't go.
Did he contest with his stare down or with the arms? Or both?
Both.
Okay.
Internal
Both
pressure बहुत था शिरोज के साथ.
Unstoppable combo.
हाँ, बिल्कुल ऐसे. And the Ronin's bigs were almost timid. They didn't really go at Shiroz, although Shiroz is not that physical, but who knows?
Shiroz is not physical.
I mean, he's
Shiroz
okay.
be throwing elbows, bro.
Oh, ठीक है बस. खैर, Ronin's bigs shied away from it, I think. And after Shiroz sat down, it was Rahim came in, big boy Rahim, Bakhtiar's little brother, little big
only. Brother, yeah.
Only in age, not in size.
Yeah.
Babban, big boy Babban. उसने 2-3 अच्छे फेक्स मार के रोनिन्स के बिग्स को उड़ा के स्टेप थ्रूज किए, शॉट्स मेक की. हमजा जवेद था, Hassan, I mean, HP's brother. He had a insane. He can shoot the ball. I know आपका उनके साथ थोड़ा सा riff सा है, but he's a good player.
I have a riff?
Yeah.
With who?
The guy you were playing pickup with him, right? Remember?
Oh, yes.
that
Okay,
guy.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can throw that in if you like or not.
Yeah,
but
we will throw it in.
I want all the smoke, bro.
Yeah, all the
Anybody
smoke
come
for
through,
it,
man. Smoke is no problem for
No
you,
problem,
boy.
Smoke. We don't promote smoking, though.
Yeah.
So Hassan had some good shots. Haider played really well, their starting point guard. Both their combos of Hassan and Haider played really well. Open floor mein unhone fast breaks mari. Mazlok, the Ronins were, I think, slow in their offense. So it wasn't really a pretty game.
Possible playoff matchup, these guys?
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah?
there's something on the line now. It'll be fun. More than the seeding, it's a lot of trash talk going in. Uske baad, you know, Shira
After
Show.
all, it's entertainment,
Shira
right?
Show जीते उन्होंने बस. I've heard क्या कहते हैं, unconfirmed sources ने मुझे बताया कि Shira Show ने एक dinner plan की अपनी टीम का.
Oh, yeah?
Because, you know, they've upset the big teams. Ronins was supposed to finish top
And he paid for
2-3. I mean, he did. Obviously,
All right, good. Wow, Shiroz, man. Great growth.
So, yeah. Good. So, I mean, Maz got a lot of flack for it, I think, but it was the whole
He
team.
still got player of the week, didn't he?
That was game 2, week 2.
Okay.
That was week 2.
Never mind.
Week 3 पे तो अभी नहीं हमने किया अभी. Week 3 का तो probably नहीं होना चाहिए Maz को, clearly. So, but I think it's a good jolt to have. आपको एक jolt मिलता है. It's मतलब it.
They can grow from this
Yeah.
loss, Ronins.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a big confidence boost for Shiroz and his boys.
Sabres, yeah.
They probably
And
needed a win like
they've
that.
put they came 0-2 into this. And
So you need that.
मतलब आपको
To steady the ship,
and
man.
उसके बाद I'll also add one thing कि the Sabres don't have their best player yet. KB जो है वो नहीं आया अभी तक, Kamil Badr.
Yeah.
He's not playing.
The face of Karachi basketball,
face
KB.
of Karachi basketball, the
The
group.
face of Karachi
I was
basketball,
made
guys.
aware of this only a month or so ago.
Yeah.
I had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
But he's a good player though.
Yeah, that would be a great addition to their
Yeah,
team. Just
for sure.
raw strength, man. This
sure.
guy has real world strength.
And experience.
To all you guys who
And
can bench a
experience.
lot and squat a lot in the gym, whoa, really cool story, guys. This guy can move around people in real life
Ajay.
and is an absolute force. I mentioned the other week that playing in C1 for a lot of C2 players is not about skills, no physicality. It's about guys like KB, guys like Umar Khwaja and other big boys
Mohsin.
who, when they set a screen on you, man, your soul leaves your body. All right? You need to go book a chiropractic adjustment, multiple massages, and lots of dua, and hopefully it works out. right? So KB, in my opinion, is one of those boys,
Acha.
real world
I haven't
strength. Like
played
if you
with-
need someone to move a fridge,
Yeah.
you can ask a guy who can bench press a lot,
Yeah.
or a big boy like Omer,
Acha.
right? I'm gonna go call Omer because he probably go lift that
Yeah.
and eat a cheeseburger on the side while he's doing it.
Empty the fridge.
So point being is KB is one of those dominant, like
Yeah.
how Nakash has come
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
big boy, strong, real world strength.
Yeah.
All right, yo, bench pressing, squatting, cool, real world strength for the win.
Yeah. So I think Sabres have,
They need him. They need him. That's a great
And they
ad.
haven't hit
That's a
the
great
ceiling.
ad.
So something for the C2 teams to look
Yep.
out for who haven't played against them.
Yep.
So everybody's counting them out. They're not out yet.
C2 is getting interesting, guys. We're going to move on and talk about the early MVP candidates.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
talk about that. So for C1, let's both pick 2 guys.
Okay.
Okay? Hopefully our guys don't match up. We haven't rehearsed this, guys.
Yeah.
Your 2 candidates for C1 MVP. Give me both. Give me
Both?
one at a time. Yeah. Give me both.
I know yours, and I hope you know mine. So both are Canadian. That should give it away. Mine is Shayan Kadri, and Zubair Bhai's is, I'm sure, Shaf, right? So
You stole mine, okay?
I
so
get
that's
both
the
of
only,
us.
I hope that's the only steal on sketch on me this season.
I'll get more.
Okay.
So you want to talk about Shaf's season? And
You talk about Kadri first, and then I'll talk about Shaf.
okay, so
And sorry, guys, you'll say bias, man. Go pull up the stats. Pull up the stats.
what do you
if
want us to do?
Yo,
Yeah.
if you think I'm being biased, man.
both of them. I'll talk about एक सिर्फ ये bias comment के लिए. Both of them are leading scoring right now for our teams. Both of them have had multiple 20-point games.
Yep.
And अब तक. Both of them have played instrumental parts of the game जिसमें game निकली है हमारी. Both were down. Both our teams were
Correct.
down in
Spark
our first
plug.
game. Spark
Spark plug,
बिल्कुल.
man.
Spark plug वो उन्होंने ignition दिया छोटा सा. That got us over the hump.
Yep.
So both of them are playing a key role in our respective teams. So what I'll say about Shan is Shan has definitely improved a lot in the last few seasons. A lot. And I'll say he was only leading in scoring पिछले थोड़े से seasons, but now he's assisting as well. He's doing a lot of other things. उसमें defense बहुत included है, and he might not get a lot of blocks and steals, but I think he has come a long way, and I'm very proud of him for that. And if Usman played enough games, as Aram का है case Usman Khalid, same by same comparison है.
Usman Khalid is the basketball's smooth criminal.
Yeah.
It's just so silky
I'd
smooth.
say
man.
about Aram as well.
Smooth.
If Aram and Usman Khalid played more games, so they would be the MVPs. But since they
Always
won't-
candidates.
yeah,
yes.
always candidates. So
always.
they're not abhi filhal. So is
All right.
tarah hai. That's
let
the
me
way I see
let
it.
me get in a word from my Canadian maple syrup brother.
Both
Shaf-
of them are
Shaf
your
Khan.
Canadian maple syrup brothers.
One is a teammate, one is a friend
Sahi hai.
slash brother.
Yes.
One is a teammate, brother.
Say.
Shaf Khan comes into 2-3 SB, has an okay game in his first game against checkmates. Then on bounce comes off the bench and puts a 36 piece up, saves our tail. Guards just doing nothing. Shaf hitting threes, slashing, good defense, reasonable passing, just did everything, man. Like a lot of us are fantasy basketball addicts. Not me, I left it. But Shaf Khan would be a guy you want on your list, just filling up the stat
Yeah.
sheet. Also, we had our game this weekend against Hustlers. Guys, in my opinion, he had an off game. Still put 24 on the board. Still filled up the stat
He's gonna
sheet.
win
Still
scoring
got the
pattern.
job done. Still helped us win. And for our team, right now we're 3-0, and he's our best player, right?
sure.
So any unbeaten team's best player you have to consider for MVP race, and you guys are in the same position.
Exactly.
And it may be a Canadian battle between Shaf and Kadri. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what
But
happens. It's gonna be exciting.
does anyone else on your radar? I'll bring up my guy on the radar. Is although his team is not winning, Mohsen Bhai, bro, you're balling out. You're playing really well. I think if he can get a couple, marquee
pieces.
wins,
Yeah.
those key wins during
Yeah.
the season, and he's capable of 30 points, 15 rebounds on when he's in the mood.
Yeah.
Have to include Mohsen.
I'll include my boy Timmy. Just because of his game versus the Mambas. That was a joy to watch, and I'm so proud of his growth since Ramzan, since I played with him. Uske baad se I thought he'll hit his ceiling really quick.
Yeah.
But he's just phenomenal to see.
It's the,
He's
it's
still
the
growing.
off the ball work that
Yeah.
he's doing that is
Yeah.
taking himself to the next
beautiful.
level. Even his defense,
Yeah.
not talked about.
Yeah,
way
he had,
better.
oh wait, we have to talk about it. He has 8 steals in our game, and then
Eight?
eight
Wow.
steals. Just because he's just tall and lanky, he just gets into
Yeah.
these passing lanes, and
Yeah.
2-4 तो वो यही लेता है, ऊपर से पास दे रहे थे टीम के हाथ में आ गए.
Yes.
And he just converts them उसके बाद.
Yeah.
So he had 8 in our game, then he had I think 6 or 4 in the next game, जो ये Mambas वाली थी. So he's just
racking up threes,
Yeah.
racking up steals,
What are you
helping his
gonna do
team
about
win, become a better leader.
Yeah.
Has a good energy about him when he plays.
for sure.
The MVP candidates for C2. Who do you got, Ans?
Mine will be Hamad from Beria, and I'll give a special shout out to my dark horse Ibbi Abrar name from Mali Trojans.
Tell me something about both those guys' games.
I mean, Hamad is just a smooth operator. He's a toned down version of, I would say, Usman Khalid in C2.
Usman Khalid light.
Light, very light, but schmacky puri hai ladke ki. He has some really nice plays. I love his finish. I love his handles. He's on a stack team, so itna nazar nahi aa raha, lekin he's a very good player. So he's one. And Abrar Naeem, we just saw him single-handedly almost destroy Raiders. He had 19 rebounds in that game. He was the smallest player on the floor, and he had 19 rebounds. So unreal performance by him. As he keeps playing, he gets adjusted to the league, to the rules, everything.
Yes.
So he'll be better.
Yeah.
Who are your two guys?
I got 2 guards. I'll start off with MMR. Kid just fills up the stat sheet, man. He's relentless. He's scoring tons of points. He's getting highlight plays. And he's getting wins along the way too. It used to be.
Some wins.
I mean, isn't his team 2-1?
Is it 2-1? Yeah.
So he's getting wins along the way, man. And he's doing it in style. It's not for everybody. I like it.
Definitely
Just gotta get the humble attitude and a little bit of the ego in check. But the game is fun, man. We're trying to make it entertaining. So I like the scoring, and he's become a little bit of a better leader as well in his huddles. It's tough for some guys to take a leadership role, man. So give him some time. And my second candidate is my brother, Ma Zuberi. Zubair stick together. He had 1 off game, but he had 2 great games, and he had a Player of the Week game as well. He's knocking down his threes. He's coming off an injury too, right? So to even be in the talk is a great talk. I remember talking to the kid in the summer, and he was worried, would he even be able to play without pain?
Yeah.
And now he's got 2 wins on the board. He's got 2 really solid games, and I think as the weeks go on and he feels more confident in his body, he's going to step his game up. And you already know, I mean, the kid can blast off anytime, right? He can hit 5-6 threes in a game.
Yeah.
And come playoff time, you need a guy who can make shots when nothing else is working.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have his big moment in a big game.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to quickly go over the C1 standings of the D-Max Conference. We have 23 SB at the top, with Omega, usual suspects, guys, and Southside Shooters and Mambas coming in at 2 and 1. In C1, any surprising guys maybe a little lower on the standings than you expected, or maybe scheduling made it so?
I think Bounce is one of those because they had some tough games in the start. So
Tough schedule.
Yeah,
tough schedule.
Tough schedule for them. So they're not where they want to be.
They have time to turn it around.
Yeah, they have time.
I think it's going to be a competitive...
It'll be a battle between Triple S and Bounce, I think.
It'll be interesting to see the race for 3 and 4.
3 and 4, yeah.
3 and 4 is I'm not trying to be overconfident, but 1 and 2 seem to finish the same in the standings year after year. So we kind of know where they're going to finish. The battle for 3 and 4 will be interesting, and I think Bounce will make their way back.
Yeah.
Talk about the C2 standings.
So C2 we have Peria Ballers number 1, no surprise there. Mali Trojans is 2 and 1, so they're second. Then it's Ronins and West Coast Raiders. All of them are tied for second, I think. Mali, Ronins, and West Coast Raiders. So all 3 of them have a good shot of going to C1 next season.
Yeah.
So, do you want to say anything about one of these teams?
No, I would just say, guys, enjoy your time in C2 to the contenders, because you've seen what happens to some of the guys when they graduate to C1. So enjoy that time and play really good basketball until you get to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Guys, one thing that's really cool about League of Basketball, it's a league with true superstars. What do I mean by that? To me, a superstar is one that plays unbelievable offense and defense, and we have those types of guys. But let's focus on offense. How many leagues around the world have 1 guy or 2 guys on every team that can score 15 or 20 points in 3 minutes? We have the footage, we have the receipts, we have evidence. You can say that you know of the leagues, show me. Okay? We have multiple guys that can fill it up, and that's entertainment, right? Basketball is a game of runs. We have guys who can go on runs themselves, on double teams, on triple teams. And the candidates that we named have all done it to help their team win. And that is truly exciting basketball. That's why I always urge you guys to watch these young guys and follow their journey before they get huge, man, because our league is growing, their name is growing, and sometimes people view this as, oh, this is basketball in Karachi, this is basketball in Pakistan. No, this is great basketball anywhere. This is great basketball anywhere. For anyone else saying otherwise, come play me in one-on-one, all right? And if you win, then we talk about it.
Don't do that.
It's beautiful to watch this Karachi basketball scene be able to compete with anybody in the world. And we're making the most of our genetics and playing at the highest level that we can. And I encourage all you guys, watch the journey of especially these young stars, because maybe they're going to be playing somewhere else. Guys, we created League of Basketball. Who knows what type of leagues and what type of expansion is going to happen in the Asian in the continent, in the subcontinent, and people will be watching the stars of League of Basketball, inshallah. And like I said, guys, this basketball, it is pure entertainment, and it can match any place in the world, in my opinion.
On that note, we'll sign off. Thank you for tuning in. Keep supporting us. We'll catch you guys next week with more highlights, plays, whatever you want. See you
Jokes
next
and smiles.
time. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
आप टावल पहने पूल में जाए और आप क्या कहते हैं अपना ऐसा एंगल जिसमें
Hey, I came in shape.
जिसमें आपका
I missed some shots, but I came in shape.
जिसमें आपका टैटू लगाया हो कोबी वाला वो आप टांग बाहर निकाल के रखें और यूं
Is this your dream or
No.
the dream of other people, man?
We'll get views. That's all that matters.
It'll get views for my
It'll get
God.
views.